been brought back. The creation has been brought back into existence and operative say that in the manner that it was already there like. In fact, it is said that Paramatma, Narayana, Vaikuntha Narayana, he is the one who has caused all these things and he has all this in his stomach. So, in his stomach, he took all these things as we are informed in Bhagavatam. And when once the entire Pralaya process is complete, then Markandeya Maharshi has seen that Padaravindam Vadanaravinde Vinivesayantam Vatasya Patrasya Putesayanam Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami. So Mukunda came in the form of a small Bala boy in the Vatapatra, and afterwards he was simply a bright light and he started creation and all those things. Anyway, let us go from I'm just doing the 9th Anuvakam or 9th paragraph in this Arishta Nivrutti mantra that starts at 218 and continues long time. And we have noted that how the directions are formed. So it is said that all the directions are formed only because of the Vedas. For example, see, Rigveda gave rise for the eastern direction, Yajurveda gave rise for the south direction, Dakshinam, and Atharva Veda gave rise for the western direction or west, and Samaveda gave rise for the north. And again the same Vedas or Ruks gave rise for the morning time, Purvanha, and Yajurveda for the Madhyana, and Samaveda for the evening, and therefore the Vedas are important. And again, Surya Bhagavan, Vedaira Sunyaha Tribhireti Suryaha, the third line in 219 page. So Suryaha Sunya Vedai Udeti. So Surya Bhagavan is a representative or embodiment of all the three Vedas. Therefore, we have praise given to Surya Bhagavan saying that he is a Trayi Swarupaha. So he is the embodiment or manifestation of all the three Vedas, because we have Pratasandhya, Madhyanika Sandhya, and Sayam Sandhya, and all time there are pujas, worships kept going on. Therefore, then after this we have got the expression Rugbhyo Jatagum Sarvasho Murti Mahu. So Jatam Sarvashaha Rugbhyaha Murti Mahu. So whatever beings are born, they are all the manifestation of the Rigveda. So every Rigveda has got a deity important, Agni. Yajurveda has got important deity, Prajapati. And Samaveda has got important deity, Somadeva. So in this manner, there is a primacy of deities to each Veda attributed. So Surya Bhagavan is one and all, and he is all in all. Therefore, he is said to be the very manifestation of all the beings on the earth. And Sarveshaha Murtimahu. And without any doubt or ambiguity, he is the very representative of all people in the world. Because only Surya makes people live on. He is the sustainer, he is the creator, he is the sustainer, and he is annihilator. But he is not bothered about any one of these things, or rather affected by all these things. Rather, he says that he will be just kept going on with his work undisturbed, unhampered, and therefore Surya Chandramasa Viva. In the Swastino Mimitam Sukta, we have to keep ourselves going like Surya and Chandra and trying to remove the obstacles and see that they are making their own way towards the goals. Therefore, here Sarvagatihi Adushihi Eva Shasvato. So, if at all you want to have the gati is movement, gati is moksham, gati is mobility. So, if at all you want to have any activity on the ground, that is only because of Yajurveda. Yajushi belonging to Yajurveda. You know, in Purusha Sukta also, it is Yajustasma Dajayata. So Yajurveda also is being created. And Suryanarayana Swami has given Yajurveda to Yajnavalkya Maharshi and other Maharshis. Therefore, the Yajurveda has got so many shakhas and branches that are called recensions in English. So, if at all you want to get upliftment in life, you have to go to Ajurveda. Therefore, this is a wonderful statement. Sarvagatihi yajushi eva. So, ella kuda, everything is of Ajurveda. What is Ajurveda? Ajurveda is but absolute work. ಸೊ ಸರ್ವಾಗತಿ ಯಾಜುಷಿ ಏವ ಅನ್ನುವಾಗ ಸೊ ಯಜುರ್ವೇದ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಗತಿನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಜುರ್ವೇದ ಅಂದರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು? ಪೂಜಾ ಆರ್ ವರ್ಷಿಪ್ ಆರ್ ಆನರಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಫುಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಗಾಡ್ಸ್, ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಗಾಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಲೈಕಿಂಗ್ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್, ಆಲ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಇಟ್. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಸುಭಾಷಿತ ಏನು ಸರ್ವಾಗತಿ. ಸೊ ಸರ್ವೇಷಾಂ ಜನಾನಾಂ ಸರ್ವೇಷಾಂ ಭೂತಾನಾಂ ಗತಿ ಕಿಂ ಯಾಜುಷಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ವಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ತೇಜಸ್, ಇಂದ್ರಿಯ ಶಕ್ತಿ, ಭ್ರಾಜಸ್, and all these things are important because our physical body will perish, but what remains is our yasah sarira. So the yasah sarira is that people keep remembering us. Even today we celebrate some people who have done good work. So our Nandan has come, Trallapalli Anantakrishna Sharma. He has done human service to the Annamacharya Kirtanas, and he has brought to all everybody's desk the Kirtanas done by Annamacharya regarding our Venkatramana Swami to their desks. Like that, there are many, many people in all fields, music, philosophy, religion, science, everywhere. That's why it is said, it is sarvam tejas tejaha samarupyagum cha sasvato sarvagum hedam brahmana heva srushtam. Ultimately, if you want to note down the genesis, how at all it happened, it is all because of the Brahmadeva. He is the creator. In fact, as we study from Bhagavatam, Brahma was the putra, son of Vishnu, and he was given the Kamala, the lotus as seat. So he is called Kamala Yonihi, and sitting on the Kamalam, and he was blessed with all knowledge. Narayana is the generator and source for supreme, and but he is the he has deputed Brahmadeva. He has deputed Brahmadeva. He has deputed Brahmadeva to create, to not only simply create, they must be given the calendar also. So Therefore, Brahmana Srishtam. So, Sarvagam Hedam Brahmana Heva Srishtam Rugbhyo Jatam Vaisyam Varnamahu Yajurvedam Kshatriyasyahu Yonim Samavedo Brahmananam Prasutihi Purvebhyo Vacha Etaduchuhu. And again, in this particular Brahmana text, what has been told in the Veda, that has been re-echoed or repeated here, reiterated, saying that who is responsible for all the Varna Krama? Rather, the Chaturvarnyam Maya Srushtam Guna Karma Vibhagasaha is Bhagavad Gita, Krishna. See, what is the norm to make the people divided into four castes? Chaturvarnyam Maya Srushtam Guna and Karma. So everybody is marked by the guna, quality, nature, and karma, the activity to which they are all given. So the employment, so there is employment and also ability, gunam. All these things are important matter. So in this sequence, what has it done? From Rigveda, Vaisyas are born. Why Vaisya means? Vaisyas are the people for Visha. Visha is people. So here that Vaisyas are from Rigveda, because in Rigveda the very structure, arrangement of Rigveda is universal in a sense that the first mandala and the 10th mandala sandwiching the other Rishi mandalas, and so that way they are it has got scope for almost all the rishis contribution by various rishis are there, although for Rishi mandalas there is the prime rishi, Vishwamitra mandala, Bharadwaja mandala, like that we have the mandalas, I mean the portions, but otherwise it is said to be Vaisyam. Vaisyam means Vishwajana Sahayam. So Vaisyam Varnam Rugbhya. So Rigveda has got that service mindedness. Why? Because so what are commodities or things available at a very far off place, they're all brought by the Vaisyas. They open a shop next to your house or somewhere nearby and help you not to go to those distances and all that. So that's why Vaisya is contributory for the convenience of the society. And that's exactly what the nature of the Rigveda also. So Rugbhyaha Vaisyam. And now Kshatriyasya Yonim Yajurvedam Ahuho. It is said the Rama is a Kshatriya. So he is a warrior and he has to protect all people who are, whether they are happy or even in unhappy status, but that is most important. So Yajurvedam Kshatriyasya and Samavedaha Brahmananam Prasutihi, because Brahmins are Samans, means they are having the patience, they are spending more time, they are helping other people to get united with the gods. That's why when the Purohit comes to our house, he says Agamartham tu Devanam. So in order to invite the gods, who does it? Purohita. That's why it is said Veda Vidhi Brahmani sarva devataha tishtanti. So in a Brahmin who is knowing the Vedic knowledge, so all gods will be there seated in him. Veda vidhi brahmani sarva devataha tishtanti. In a Brahmin, all gods have taken their seat because mantra, see, Daivudu, Devudu, Mantramu. Mantradhinam tu Brahmanaha. Mantram Deva. That's why they are all mantra krut, mantra vit, mantra pracharakra. All these things are there for the Brahmins. And then their work is only trying to explore the Brahmin, explore the God, explore the light, luster. Therefore, he is called as the Brahmananam. See, Samavedaha Prasutihi. Prasuti means because of the Brahmins, they come, they invite gods, they make gods stay, they make gods to take their offerings from the Yajamana, and they will also send them away too. So all this kind of connectivity between God and man, God and nature is being done by the Brahmins. Therefore, the yoni for the prasuti for the Samaveda from Samaveda has happened only because of the Brahmins. And now afterwards the subject changes here. Purve purvebhyo vacha etaduchuhu adarsham chinvana purve visvasrujo amruta. So now we come to about the longevity question and the antiquity about it. Because we say it is a Sanatana Dharmam. Sanatana means you cannot date it. ಇವತ್ತಿಂದ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಡೇಟ್ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಏನ್ಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಪೀಪಲ್. And for example, if you have to go to that Badrinath, there is a Brahmakapalam. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಪಂಡಿತ್ಸು ಆರ್ ಪಂಡಾಸ್ 21 ಪಿತೃದೇವತೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗಿ ಪಿಂಡಗಳು ಮಾಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನರೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕೋ ಹೇಳಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಪಿಂಡ ಪ್ರದಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ಸೊ ದ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಈಸ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಟು 21 ಪೂರ್ವೇಭ್ಯ ಪಿತರಃ. And you also have got chance to become a pitar, and after you also 21 generations expected to be available or coming into the world, because the world is a flow and it cannot be stopped by anybody. Paramatma, Ishvara alone must take the lead and stop it. Therefore, here you see that ಪೂರ್ವೇಭ್ಯಃ ವಚ ಏತದ್ ಊಚುಹು. ಏನದು ಅಂದರೆ ಆದರ್ಶಮಗ್ನಿಂ ಚಿನ್ವಾನಃ. So there are so many varieties of Agnis are there. And ಆ varieties of Agniಯಲ್ಲಿ you get to this division. ಆದರ್ಶಮಗ್ನಿಂ ಚಿನ್ವಾನಃ. Shivalingaya, please repeat. Purve, 219 page, last 4-5 lines. So, Adarsham Chinvana.
Om Adarsa Agnim Chinvana. Om Adarsa Agnim Chinvana.
Purve Visvasrujo Amruta.
Purve Vishwasrujo Amruta. Purve Vishwasrujo Amruta.
Shatam Varsha Sahasrani.
Shatam Varsha Sahasrani. Shatam Varsha Sahasrani.
Dikshitaha Satramasata.
Dikshita Satramasataha. Dikshita Satramasataha.
No visargas. Dikshitaha Satramasata.
Dikshita Satramasata. दीक्षिता सत्रमासथ
तप आसीत् गृहपतिः
तप आसीत् गृहपतिः तप आसीत् गृहपतिः
ब्रह्म ब्रह्माववृत् स्वयम्
ब्रह्म ब्रह्माभयत् स्वयं ब्रह्म ब्रह्माभवत् स्वयं
सत्यगुंहाहोत्येषामासीत्
त्यगुंह ओ ओतेषामासीत् सत्यगुं
होतृषाम् होतृषामासीत्
सत्यगुम् अवोत्रैषामासीत्
So here, what are we knowing? Vachaha etaduchuhu purvebhyaha vachaha etaduchuhu. See, long time back, these words or these statements or the following uh, statements or information was being given by the ancient people. What was that? Agnim chinvana adarsham agnim chinvana. Adarsha Agni, meaning an ideal universal fire is being worshipped, is being offered with the ahutis and all those things. So Agni puja, Agni worship is very, very, very ancient and all that. And again, Amrutaha Visvasrujaha Purve. Earlier, those people who are the creators, they are all immortal. That is, they are gods. So Amrutaha means the gods earlier have given rise for so many articles to be created in the world. And therefore Varsha Sahasrani Shatam. So thousands of hundred, I mean thousands and hundreds of years. So that is the marking of the pass of time. What time we are all there is limited. Actually, let us imagine one's birthday is today, or one's birthday is, say, he's born in August. So on some date, from that date in the August or September or October, get back to 9 months. And before the ninth month, coming into the coming and staying in the womb of the mother of the lady, who were you? Where were you? And what was your status? How was that? How that you have been pushed into a woman's womb or body, and so on and so. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಕೇಳಿದರೆ ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಐ ಆಮ್ ನೋ ಬಡಿ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದಿ ಡೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈ ಬರ್ತ್ 9 months ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದಿ ಡೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈ ಬರ್ತ್. ಈ ತರಹ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಆವಾಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವೇದಾಂತ ಜ್ಞಾನ ತತ್ವಜ್ಞಾನಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಇನ್ ಐತರೇಯ ಉಪನಿಷತ್ and also Svetasutra Upanishad and in the ಚಾಂದೋಗ್ಯ ಉಪನಿಷತ್, ಎಲ್ಲ ಉಪನಿಷತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಮಾತು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಫ್ಲೋಟಿಂಗ್ ವೆಯ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ನು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕೂಡ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಪರ್ಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದಿ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್, ವೈ ಶುಡ್ ವಿ ಕಮ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದಿ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಎ ಗುಡ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ನಾವು ಪ್ರಪಂಚಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ we have so much of karma and doshas and arishta and papa and punya. So all these things have got to be reduced by dint of work. ಆ ವರ್ಕ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ, ವರ್ಕ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಕ್ಲೇಶ. ನೋ ವರ್ಕ್ ಈಸ್ ವಿಥೌಟ್ ಎನಿ ಟೈರ್ಸಮ್ನೆಸ್ ಆರ್ ಎಕ್ಸರ್ಷನ್. ಆಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸರ್ಷನ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇದು ಸಹಸ್ರಾಣಿ ಶತಂ ವರ್ಷ ಸಹಸ್ರಾಣಿ ಶತಂ, hundreds and thousands of people they are all there in order to give rise for the people on the land on one hand, and also make them work and make them worship Agni Deva. So without Agni there is no life. Without water, there is no life. Water is the mother, Agni is the child. So ವಾಟರು ಫೈರು ಹೀಟು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಜಗತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದೇ ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ವಿಶ್ವಸೃಜ್. ವಿಶ್ವಸೃಜ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಎನಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ. He is a Purusha, Vishwasrutu, and all those who are responsible for creation, they are all Amrutaha. So, the Paramatma yaru andre, yaru Paramatma andre, who is God? There are a number of definitions for the God. But simple to understand, the definition of God is Utpattim cha vinasam cha bhutanam agatim gatim vetti vidyam avidyancha savachyo bhagavan iti. So anybody who has these six qualities, six abilities or other abilities, then he will be so he will be having all these things. So it is called Vishwasruku, and Agni is the medium. Agnina indhate. So Agnina, from the only fire to fire. So yeah, indhate, that means if at all there is a dravya, vastu, that can be ignited, it's only Agni who can ignite it, kindle it. And now, see, asata, satram asata dikshitaha. So Dikshitaru andre, those who have taken some commitment and vratam and all that, they are all called Dikshitaha. ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಸತ್ರಂ ಆಸತ. ಸತ್ರ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಡ್ರಾನ್ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ರಿಫೈಸ್. ಐ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು ಇನ್ ರಾಮಾಯಣಂ ದಟ್ ಋಷ್ಯಶೃಂಗ ಮಹಾಮುನಿ came and took away the mothers of Rama to his own hermitage and all that, away from the capital city Ayodhya, when Rama was allowed to rule the land. Then, so the son-in-law of Dasaratha and the mothers, the Rishyasringa, the Shanta's husband. Shanta is the sister name of Rama. So they just had that kind of satram. And what is that? What is Gruhapati? Gruhapati is the Yajamana. The Yajamana tapa asit, tapa asit Gruhapati. So Gruhapati is supposed to be always active, working, energetic, productive, and distributive, and sharing good God. So whenever he has got a gruha, gruha means a cage, a house, a housement. So that fellow will have asid gruhapati. Now I am reading Brahma Brahma Bhavat Swayam. Heli Babu. Brahma Brahma Bhavat Swayam.
ब्रह्म ब्रह्मा भयत् स्वयं ब्रह्म ब्रह्मा भयत् भवत् स्वयं
Abhavat Swayam.
ब्रह्म ब्रह्मा अभवत् स्वयं ब्रह्म ब्रह्मा अभवत् स्वयं
Satyagum ha hotraisham asitu.
त्यगुम् आवो रोध्येषा आसीत् सत्यगुम् आवोध्येषामासीत्
Yad Visvasruja asata.
यद्विश्वसृज आसत यद्विश्वसृत सृज आचत
Amrutamebhya udagayatu.
अमृतमेभ्य अमृत अमृतमेभ्य उदगायत्
Sahasram parivatsaran.
सहस्रं परिवत्सरान् सहस्रं परिवत्सरान्
So ಈ ಪಾಪ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಪುಣ್ಯ ಅನ್ನೋದು these two attributes is not today's creation only, but we have a good load of that carry on to Janma Janma. That's why whenever we make namaskara to Paramatma in Devata Archana every day, yani kani cha papani janmantara krutani cha tani tani vinasyanti ಪ್ರದಕ್ಷಿಣಂ ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಸೊ ನಾವು ಸಬ್ಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಯ್ಯ ಯಾನಿಕಾಂಚ ಪಾಪಾನಿ ನನಗೆ ಏನೇನು ಪಾಪಗಳಿದೆಯೋ ಬಿಗ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೈನ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದಟ್ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ದೇ ಗೆಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ವಿಶ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಯಾನಿಕಾಂಚ ಪಾಪಾನಿ ಅದೆಲ್ಲಂದ್ರೆ ಜನ್ಮ ಅಂತರ ಕ್ರಿಯಾನಿಚ ಈ ಜನ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಬರ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಎ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ we cannot exhaust and make all our sins zero or make our punya zero. So there will be some amount of remnants or residue will be there. It is said, even though in our kidneys, although you vacate the kidney, but still there will be small amount of water or that collected thing, small amount, and on that only again whatever impurities are there in the blood, they get settled down and becomes filled. So this is what something like in commodes. So this is the concept what we understand. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಾತ್ರ ಉಳಿದಿರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪವನ್ನು ದಿನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ವೆನ್ ಆಲ್ ಅವರ್ ಕರ್ಮಾಸ್ ಆರ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ಆವಾಗ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಅದನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಮಗೆ ಮೋಕ್ಷ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ವಾಟ್ ಭಾಗವತಂ ವಿಲ್ ಸೇ. ಸೊ ಈ ಭಾಗವತ ಪುರಾಣ ಯಾಕೆ ಓದಬೇಕು, ರಾಮಾಯಣ ಯಾಕೆ ಓದಬೇಕು, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮಹಾಭಾರತ ಯಾಕೆ ಓದಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Why are you fond of these scriptures? Because they are the guides. They are the guides for you. So they are all guides to you. And so we learn from Ramayana, you get the impression, work like Rama. Be like Rama. Never behave, never be greedy, never be passionate like Ravana. So these are all the things. Thirdly, in Mahabharata, it's a miscellaneous job. And Bhagavatam will talk about the spirit, body, mind, and spirit. So, the spirit ಬಗ್ಗೆ and the spiritual knowledge and all noble characters, they come into picture and they are able to do that. So that's why here you are seeing the creation coming up. See, Yesham Satyam Hota. This is for all of the people born on the land. Satyam is the goal and they have to observe that. And so, Yet Viswasruja Asata. So, the Asata, in Satyam only, Paramatma is seated. In Taittiriya Upanishad, ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಸತ್ಯಂ ಜ್ಞಾನಮನಂತಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಸತ್ಯಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ, ಜ್ಞಾನಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ, ಅನಂತಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ. ಈ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಯಾರು ಅಂದರೆ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಹಿ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಟ್ರೂತ್, ಸತ್ಯಂ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಯಿತು, ವೆನ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಟ್ರೂತ್, ದೇ ಬಿಕೇಮ್ ಅಮೃತಾಹ. Amrita came up and they drank Amrita and they became immortal. So this is how the origin takes place. So Amrutam ebhyaha udagayat. ಇಂಥ ವಿಶ್ವಸೃಜರಾಗಿರುವ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನ ಸೇನಾ ಅಥವಾ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಡಿವೈನ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ, ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಅಮೃತವನ್ನು ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. Om Namo Bhagavate. In near our house, there is the Dhanvantari Park. In the Dhanvantari Park, there is Dhanvantari statue or idol put on, and ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಧನ್ವಂತರಿ ಮಂತ್ರ ಮರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಬಿಗಿನ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ನಮೋ ಮಹಾಸುದರ್ಶನಾಯ ಸರ್ವವ್ಯಾಧಿ ಪ್ರಶಮನಾಯ ಸರ್ವಲೋಕಾಧಿಪತಯೇ ಧನ್ವಂತರಿ ಸ್ವರೂಪಾಯ ವಿಷ್ಣುಮೂರ್ತಿ ಸ್ವರೂಪಾಯ ಅಮೃತಕಲಶಹಸ್ತಾಯ ಔಷಧ ಚಕ್ರಸ್ವಾಮಿನೇ ನಾರಾಯಣಾಯ ಸ್ವಾಹ ಅಂತ ಬರೆದಾಗ ನಮಗಿಲ್ಲೇನಾಯಿತು, ಉದಗಾಯತು ಏಭ್ಯ ಅಮೃತಂ. ಸೊ ಏಭ್ಯ ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾರು ಈ ಅಮೃತಕ್ಕೆ ಅನುಗುಣವಾಗಿ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲಿಜಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇರೋ ಮಂತ್ರಗಳನ್ನು, ಹೋಮಗಳನ್ನು, ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆಗಳನ್ನು, ತಪಸ್ಸನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ, ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದ್ಯಾಮ್ ಆರ್ ಲೈಬಲ್ ಟು ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ದಿ ಅಮೃತ. ಸೊ ಅಮೃತ ಭವೇಮ. ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, ತಮಸೋ ಮಾ ಜ್ಯೋತಿರ್ಗಮಯ ಅಸತೋ ಮಾ ಸದ್ಗಮಯ ಭೃತ್ಯೋರ್ಮಾ ಅಮೃತಂ ಗಮಯ. So all the Upanishads are going to teach us a wonderful philosophy. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಮೃತತ್ವಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಕಷ್ಟಪಡ್ರಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆ ಅಮೃತತ್ವ ಬರೋಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ ಸಮ್ ಮೋರ್ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಫುಲ್ ಜರ್ನಿ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಶರೀರಾಸ್. ಸೊ ಯಾವ ಶರೀರದಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ ಮೋಕ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಅನುಗುಣವಾಗಿ ಪ್ರವರ್ತನೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. You know, the other day, our Sivalingaya has put one video on YouTube in our Veda group, that for that Subramanya Swami, some couple have brought 10,000 gold coins and crores costing sari to be offered to Subramanya and his two wives. So imagine, that's also a punya karma, but very difficult. Nobody can afford to do that. ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಪುಣ್ಯ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಉತ್ತೇಜನ, ಉತ್ಸಾಹ, ಅವಕಾಶ, ಆನಂದ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೋ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಎ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಮೃತಂ ಏಭ್ಯ ಉದಗಾಯಿತು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಅಮೃತ ದಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬೀನ್ created, it survived for long years. The Amrita Bhanda is not exhausted. It's a Akshaya Patra anta adkobeku. So whatever be the age in which people are born, because of their activity, puja and grihapatitvam and all that, because what is grihapati, tapaha asid grihapatihi. So grihapati ಆದಮೇಲೆ a married man must be doing all ritualistic activity also. That's why when ಯಜ್ಞೋಪವೀತ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನಂದನ್ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಒಂದು ಯಜ್ಞೋಪವೀತ ಶ್ರೌತ ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಥ ಕರ್ಮಾನುಷ್ಠಾನ ಯೋಗ್ಯತಾ ಸಿದ್ಧ್ಯರ್ಥಂ ಯಜ್ಞೋಪವೀತ ನೂತನ ಯಜ್ಞೋಪವೀತ ಧಾರಣಂ ಕರಿಷ್ಯೆ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ನು ಗೃಹಸ್ಥಾಶ್ರಮ ಧರ್ಮ ನಿವೃತ್ತ್ಯರ್ಥಂ ದ್ವಿತೀಯ ಯಜ್ಞೋಪವೀತಂ ಧರಿಷ್ಯೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹಾಕ್ಕೊತಾರೆ ಉಪವೀತಾರ್ಥಂ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಂತ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಷ್ಟೇ, ಅದು ಉಪವೀತಾರ್ಥಂ ತೃತೀಯ ಯಜ್ಞೋಪವೀತಂ ಧರಿಷ್ಯೆ. ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ 3 ಯಜ್ಞೋಪವೀತಗಳು ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಒಂದು ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಚಾರ್ಯ ಆರ್ ದೇವಕಾರ್ಯಾನುಷ್ಠಾನ ಯೋಗ್ಯತಾ, 2 ಗೃಹಸ್ಥಾಶ್ರಮ ಧರ್ಮಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಉಪವೀತ ಅಂದರೆ sometimes you cannot have any vastram on you, upper garment should be there. Nobody should do any puja with one garment. 2 garment ಹಾಕ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ವಾಸೋ ಅಸ್ಯ ಅಗ್ನಿಗಳು 2, ಒಂದು ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಗಾರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲೋಯರ್ ಗಾರ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಪಂಚ ಧೋತಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಶಲ್ಯ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ ಈ ಅಮೃತ, ಈ ದೇವತೆಗಳು ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟಾಗಿ ದೇ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್ ಅಂಟಿಲ್ ಪ್ರಳಯಂ. ದಿ ಗಾಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್, ನ್ಯೂ ಗಾಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಆಪರೇಟಿವ್ ಫೇಸ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಎಂಥದಂದರೆ ದ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಪಲ್ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಟು ಚೂಸ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಪೀಪಲ್. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಸಹಸ್ರಂ ಪರಿವತ್ಸರಾನ್, ಈ ವತ್ಸರಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಸಹಸ್ರಂ ವತ್ಸರಾನ್ ಸಹಸ್ರಂ ಪರಿವತ್ಸರ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಪರಿ ಅಂದರೆ ರೊಟೇಟರಿ, ರಿವಾಲ್ವಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ 60 years they are given. All the names of the years are the names of the sons of Narada, and therefore Prabhava, Vibhava, and all that. So Adu, that's the blessing given to Narada by Narayana. When Narada was asking a question, when he was actually Narada has got a curse to become a woman and deliver children. So Narada delivered 60 children as a woman, and afterwards the Sapa Vimochanam happened to Narada Maharshi, and before he accepted the removal, he demanded Narayana, what about my 60 sons? What about their future jobs? Then Narayana said, they are all immortal and they will be there all through the cycle of creation. And so that cycle is there, Prabhava, Vibhava, and all these things have been there. So that way you observe observe that Bhutagum ha, please repeat, Bhutagum ha प्रस्तुतैषामासीत्
भूतगुम् आ प्रस्तुतैषामासीत् भूतगुम् आ प्रस्तुत्येषामासीत्
भविष्यत् प्रतिचाहरतो
भविष्यत् प्रतिचाहरत् भविष्यत् प्रतिचाहरत्.
So this is one unit of knowledge, and we are changing. I mean, we are going to another topic of discussion in this passage because of remembering, reciting all these things, we are getting a lot of relief. Prano adhvaryurabhavatu.
प्राण अध्वर्यरभवत् प्राण अध्वर्य अभवत्
Idagum sarvagum sishasatam.
इदघुं सर्वघुं शिशासताम् इदघुं सर्वघुं शिशासताम्
Apano vidwan avruta.
अपानो विद्वान् आवृतः अपानो विद्वान् आवृतः
Prati pratishtatadhvare.
प्रतिप्रातिस्तद्वरे प्रतिप्रातिस्तद्वरे
Pratishtadadhvare.
प्रास्तिस् प्रातिस्तद प्रास्ति प्रातिस्तद अध्वरे प्रातिस्तद अध्वरे
Arta artava upagatarah.
आर्तवा उपघातारः आर्तवा उपघातारः
Sadasya rutavo bhavan.
सदस्या ऋतवो भवन् सदस्या ऋतवो भवन्.
So now we are all getting to note down the process of creation, the origin of creation, the reason for creation, and the different employment or attributions or work attribution to one and all in the creation, a great deal of knowledge. But actually, the creation, the collected legends and parables and all information is a very important subject in our Vedic texts. So in our Vedic texts, this is a prominent information. And that's why there are people who conduct research or study on various versions of the uh, mode of creation and also the time of creation, the content of creation, and the cause for creation, and so on. So we see that the creation itself, even Aruna Prashna Taittiriya Aranyaka, there is also information. In Upanishads, we have got information, and in this Brahmanas also we have information. So, why this prapancham, or why this world is created? Lokaha, that's why in Aruna Prashna we come to note down punya pape, lokam cha punya papanam. ಸೊ ಲೋಕ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಅರ್ಥಗಳಿದೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಲೋಕ ಅನ್ನುವಾಗ ಕಣ್ಣು, ದೃಷ್ಟಿ, ಬೆಳಕು, ಜ್ಞಾನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಲೋಕಗಳು. ಸೊ ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓನ್ಲಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಇದರ ಪುಣ್ಯಂ ಆರ್ ಪಾಪಂ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಈಗ ದಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಏನಂದರೆ ಯಜ್ಞ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಯಜ್ಞ ದಾನಿ ಧರ್ಮಾಣಿ ಪ್ರಥಮಾನಿ ಆಸನ್. ಯಜ್ಞ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಧರ್ಮ. ತಾನಿ ಧರ್ಮಾಣಿ ಪ್ರಥಮಾನಿ ಆಸನ್. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಭೂತಗುಂಹ ಪ್ರಸ್ತೂತ್ರೈಷಾಂ ಆಸೀತ್ ಯೇಷಾಂ ಭೂತಂ ಭೂತಂ prastota is a priest. So prastota means who has got the job of inviting all the gods, making uttering the mantras, and he is also important participant in the formulation and conducting of yajna. That's what is one version of understanding by the word prastota. Prastota, that is who will be mentioning, inviting the gods. And Meridian Pratichaharatu Bhavishyatu. See, the Bhavishyat, Bhuta, Vartamana, and Bhavishyat. These three kalas are always having. For example, this minute we use becomes again a past. This hour which we have used becomes a past. ಸೊ ದಿ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೂಡ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಸ್ಪೀಡಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್, ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್, ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಎ ಟೆರಿಬಲ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ದ್ಯಾಮ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿ ರಿವರ್ ಫ್ಲೋ. ಸೊ ರಿವರಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ನಾವು ತಗೊಂಡಿರುವ ನೀರನ್ನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದೇ ನೀರು ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಇಂಪಾಸಿಬಲ್. ಗಾನ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ವಿಂಡ್, ಗಾನ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ವಾಟರ್, ವಾಟರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ರಿವರ್. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯೂ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಲೈಫ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೂಡ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಬೀನ್ ಎಂಡೋರ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿ ಪಂಚಪ್ರಾಣಾಸ್. ಪ್ರಾಣ, ಅಪಾನ, ವ್ಯಾನ, ಉದಾನ, ಸಮಾನ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ 5 ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿ ಸಿ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈ ಪ್ರೀಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಧ್ವರ್ಯು ಈಸ್ ಎ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೀಸ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಅಧ್ವರ್ಯುರಭವತು ಪ್ರಾಣೋ ಅಧ್ವರ್ಯುರಭವತು. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಾಣ ಬಿಕೇಮ್ ದಿ ಅಧ್ವರ್ಯು. Means what? It is the prana shakti that is constantly live, making the body workable, working and worked. Therefore, ಈ ಅಧ್ವರ್ಯು ಇದನ್ನಲ್ಲ, the priest, the ritik who conducts the yajna, he has become the pranavayu. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ although there are other vayus, the pranavayu is very important. It will be following ಅಪಾನ, ವ್ಯಾನ, ಉದಾನ, ಸಮಾನ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಾಯುಗಳ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲೇ ಪ್ರಾಣವಾಯು ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಅವರ್ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್, ಅವರ್ ಲಿಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಸ್ವರೂಪ ಈಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪಂಚವಾಯುಸ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಗೋ ಟು ಆಯುರ್ವೇದ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದೇರ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಏನಂತ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ ವಾಯು ಪ್ರಕೋಪ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಎನಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಯು, ಕಪಿತ್ತ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್. ವಾತ, ಪಿತ್ತ, ಕಪಿತ್ತ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನಾವು, ಶ್ಲೇಷ್ಮ. ಸೊ ಈ ಮೂರು ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ಗೆ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ಗೆ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಣವಾಯು ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ ರೌಂಡ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ವಿತ್ ಇಟ್. And next, we have got in this paragraph ದಿ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು ನಾವು ಅರಿಷ್ಟ ನಿವೃತ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟ ಏನೇನು ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ತೃಪ್ತಿಪಡಿಸಿ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಉದ್ಧಾರ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಹೌ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಅವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಎಂಥೂಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್. ಸೊ ಅವರ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಓಷನ್. Our body has got so many members and different things. That's why we say that Sarira is a samudra. And therefore, you have to have a mimamsa of your own body. Sharira mimamsa. Devaha Parameswaraha. Acharyaha Shankaracharyaha. So, one of the exponents of the Sarira Shastra is Acharya Shankara. So, where from that knowledge comes? Only because of the rishis who are responsible, thousands and thousands of rishis who are responsible for various mantras which go beyond 15,000 mantras. And that's why we all, whenever we think of a Vedic mantra, we acknowledge our gratitude to the Rishi, to the Devata and Chandas. Without telling the Rishi Devata Chandas, we are not getting the full benefit. And therefore, we see Pranavayu is very important. Even in the Prashnopanishad, in the third Prashna, we have got the analytical knowledge said by Pippalada Maharshi, who says the prana is the Ishvara, and that Ishvara gets in the form of prana into the people, and he gets divided into 5 divisions, and among them, which are the locations of the pranas, all that is being marked in that Prashnopanishad, which we are doing on Fridays. And today, we in this particular section also we see apano vidvana vrutaha. This will continue in our next session next Wednesday. So thank you. Om Swasti.
ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ तत्सत् सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु श्रीवासुदेवार्पणमस्तु ॐ श्री
Veda Purusha Ashirvadostu. Om Tat